Hi, welcome to my channel or welcome back. So today I'm going to be setting up my A7 or pocket size planner. This is the Louis Vuitton small ring agenda, or previously it was called the PM agenda. So I'm going to be setting this up. I definitely had an epiphany over the last little bit that I have been purchasing items and not using what I have, just in the name of having new items. So my goal for 2024 is to use up my stash, to use up what I have, and definitely if I do need items, to buy them thinking in my head, what are you going to actually use it for? And maybe trying, a free printable, something of that nature before I actually make a purchase. So I know a lot of the inserts that you could purchase on Etsy. Amazon has some inserts. I know I've seen some on AliExpress. So you can get inserts everywhere. And there's a lot of companies that make great inserts. Last year, I did printables for my personal wide, and that worked. But then as the year went by, I kind of weaned off of it. I was using my phone more as things got kind of busy, but I'm definitely back in paper planning. So let's set this up. So inside here, I did replace these rings with Krause rings. I don't need to open it because I always put little slits in my planner. So I'm just going to open this a little bit more. So hopefully it will stay open. And let's get started. So the first thing I did was I went on Pinterest. I printed off some items that were sort of winter related, like pictures and stuff. And then I have vellum that I print them on. So the first one I'm using is this Hello Winter. And I'm just going to put this in the front here. Next, I went through my stash of papers, and I had some already sort of winter looking printer paper, or I should say cardstock, that was already done. So I'm just going to pop that in here. Next, same thing. I just went on Google and I found a 2024 printable. I don't know if I can make out who it's by, but I know if you go on Google, you can find tons of like free calendars and just print them off on a cardstock or print them off on whatever you want, vellum, and just use it that way. So what I did was, when I went through my stash, I was able to find this calendar that I had already printed off. I had used it previously before, and I put some cardstock here because there isn't anything printed. I didn't do this front to back, so I just put some cardstock so that way it will layer it, and I'll show you that when I am finished. So I'm just going to put this on here to keep the cardstock and this together. I don't necessarily have to, but I just thought, you know what, let me add this in here. You know what, I actually didn't put January, so let me grab something and show you. Okay, so I'm back. So what I want to show you is how much items that you probably have that you haven't used in so long. And for example, so I had this dashboard that I had made quite some time ago using my Cricut machine and laminator. But here, what I'm going to do is show you. So I have this, which has like different like date dots and days of the week. And then I have this sticker book here with tons of dates and numbers, which I started pulling from. I have this one. This is a recollections book, a Capital Chic. These are from Capital Chic. This, book is from Capital Chic. I have all of these happy planners that have dates and numbers on them. So I'm going to grab probably from one of these, just a January sticker. You can make these on like your Cricut, or you can, order even on Amazon. They have different like calendar date books and numbers that I've purchased before. I know I seen one that I wanted to use. And yeah, just using up, like for me, like what my stash is. Because as you can see, I've used it a bit, but not really that much. So I'm just going to grab January here. And I think I'm going to put it going this way. So I'm just going to take this off. I'm going to stick January in this note section, and there you go. So I did go ahead and date the month. That way I am ahead and I don't have to worry about, dating it when I get there and just having it done. So I did remove December from this. I am using another agenda for tracking things, but I thought I would go back to using um, my PM or, you know, a pocket size as my carry and start putting in some dates in here, like when my mother has appointments and stuff like that. I can remember them, have them here, and that way I can just look at this as opposed to on my big calendar and then use this for that purpose. So this is what I mean about using up my stash and making sure that, you know, I'm going through all my stuff and not repurchasing things that I already have. So I'm just going to stick this in here because I did have the tab already listed as monthly. Next, I had these printables as well. It doesn't say where, but I purchased them so long ago that I couldn't even tell you. But there's so many shops on Etsy. You know, you can make your own in Canva, and I've done that before. So these are just weekly inserts. I'll just continue to use them from back to back and continue here. So I just have like week 1 here. And then I'll just put in like from say the 10th to whatever, the 1st to 7th. And then I'll know whatever I need to do is here for the month. And then I'll probably continue from here and just go straight into like February and start using some of these inserts that I have. I don't have a lot of them. I need to look on my computer because I probably do have the printable actually saved. So that's another thing when you buy, you know, digital blank calendars, you can always just go back and continue to use them year after year. So I just printed off another very similar vellum, and I have some cardstock here. And then I have this little Filofax like ruler. So I'm going to put that in here. And then here I have just some lists that matched this same like pattern. And so I have a grocery list in here. I have some clothing that I want to purchase. So I'm just going to put this in here. And I'm using this part as a wallet and also to carry some extra IDs like health cards and stuff. So I'm going to put those back in when I'm done and just do a quick flip through. So it's just a simple setup. I normally don't do anything extravagant with my pocket. I'm definitely going to add some other items as I go along and go through my stash once again to see what I have and use them up. So I'll have here my calendar. I could jump straight to my monthly. And then here I just have my weeklies and another dashboard along with all my note paper, so I can jump to this quickly as well. So in the side here, in the pen holder, I have Otho. It's a slim line, and that's in 0.5, which is definitely the size that I like to use. And it is a tight squeeze, but this one fits in there. So that's very good for this small ring agenda. So definitely check out my other setup videos. I will be posting as well. My lineup, it is going to be very simple. I don't want to use 10 planners. I'm definitely not going to keep up with 10 planners, and see how I'm kind of merging a lot of my things together into one. And as I said, using up everything that I have in 2024 and not making so many impulsive